All you hear in human life, there's no set place which I would praise or blame. The lucky and unlucky rise or fall by chance day after day, and how these things are fixed for men, no one can prophesy. For Shiro Ishii, in my view, was once a man we all looked up to, for he fought to save the land, this city, from its enemies. When all was lost, he came to help us. He promised us life and security. Now all is gone. For when a man has lost what gives him pleasure, I don't include him among the living. He's a breathing corpse. Pile up a massive fortune in your home if that's what you want. Live like a king. If there's no pleasure in it, I'd not give to any man a vapor shadow for it, not compared to human joy.
Have you come with news of fresh trouble?
They're dead, and those alive bear the responsibility for those who died.
Who did the killing? Who's lying dead? Tell us.
Haman has been killed. No stranger shed his blood.
At his father's hand, or did he kill himself?
By his own hand, angry at his father for the murder. That's how things stand. Consider what comes next.
I see Shiro Ishii's daughter, poor Harami. She's coming from the house, either by chance or else she's heard about her brother.
Citizens of Hiroshima, I heard you talking as I was walking out, going off to pray. While I was unfastening the gate, I heard someone speaking of bad news of my family. I was terrified. I collapsed back into the arms of my attendants. So tell the news again. I'll listen. I'm no stranger to misfortune.
Dear lady, I'll speak of what I saw, omitting not one word of the truth. Why should I ease your mind with a report which turns out later to be incorrect? The truth is always best. I went to the plain, accompanying your father as his guide. Polynices' corpse, still unlamented, was lying there, the greatest distance off, torn apart by dogs. We prayed to the gods for their goodwill and to restrain their rage. We gave the corpse a ritual wash and burned what was left of it on fresh-cut branches. We piled up a high tomb of his native earth. Then we moved to the younger girl's rocky cave, the hollow cavern of that bride of death. From far away, one man heard a voice, coming from the chamber where we put her without a funeral, a piercing cry. He went to tell our master Shiro Ishii, who, as he approached the place, heard the sound, an unintelligible scream of sorrow. He groaned and then spoke out these bitter words. Has misery made me a prophet now? Am I traveling along a road that takes me to the worst of all disasters? I've just heard the voice of my own son. You men, go ahead, get up there fast. Remove the stones piled in the entranceway that stand beside the tomb and look in there, to see if that was Haman's voice I heard, or if the gods had been deceiving me. Following what our desperate master asked, we looked, and in the furthest corner of the tomb we saw Antigone lying there lifeless, killed by the bomb's sickness. Haman had his arms around her waist, and he was embracing her and crying out in sorrow for the loss of his own bride. Now among the dead, his father's work, and for his horrifying marriage bed, Shiro Ishii saw him, let out a fearful groan, then went inside and called out anxiously, "You unhappy boy, what have you done? What are you thinking? Have you lost your mind? Come out, my child. I'm begging you. Please come." But the boy just stared at him with savage eyes, spat in his face, and without a word, drew his knife. Shiro Ishii moved away, and so the boy's blow failed to strike his father. Angry at himself, the ill-fated lad, right then and there, fell into his own knife, driving the blade between his ribs. While still conscious, he embraced the girl in his weak arms and breathed his last. He coughed up streams of blood onto her fair cheek. Now he lies there, corpse on corpse. His marriage has been fulfilled in the chambers of the dead. The unfortunate boy has shown all men how, of all the evils which afflict mankind, the most disastrous is thoughtlessness.
What do you make of that? The girl's gone back. She left without a word, good or bad.
I'm surprised myself. It's about her brother. She heard that terrible report. I hope she's gone because she doesn't think it right to mourn for him in public. In the home, surrounded by her servants, she'll arrange a period of mourning for the house. She's discreet and has experience. She won't make mistakes.
I'm not sure of that. To me, her staying silent was extreme. It seems to the point of something ominous, just like vain excess of grief.
I'll go in. We'll find out if she's hiding something secret. Deep within her passionate heart. You're right, excessive silence can be dangerous.
Here comes the general in person, carrying in his arms, if it's right to speak of this, a clear reminder that this evil comes not from some stranger, but his own mistakes.
Mistakes made by a foolish mind, cruel mistakes that bring on death. You see us here, all in one family, the killer and the killed. Oh, the profanity of what I planned. At last, my son, you died so young, a death before your time. You're dead. Gone, not your own foolishness, but mine.
Alas, it seems you have learned to see what is right, but far too late.
I've learned in my pain. Some god clutching a great weight struck my head, then hurled me unto paths in the wilderness, throwing down and casting underfoot what brought me joy. So sad, the wretched agony of human life.
Sir, you look like one who stores up evil. What do you hold in your arms and what you'll see before too long inside your house?
There's something still more evil than all of this.
Your daughter, blood sister of that corpse, slaughtered with a knife. Her wounds are very new, poor girl.
A gathering place for death. No sacrifice can bring this to an end. Why are you destroying me? You there, you bringer of this dreadful news, this agony. What are you saying now? You kill a man, then kill him once again. What are you saying, boy? What news? A slaughter heap on slaughter. My daughter, at last, she's dead.
Look here, no longer is she concealed inside.
Alas, how miserable I feel to look upon this second horror. What remains for me? What fate still got in there, in store? I've just held my own son in my arms, and now I see at last for this suffering daughter, at last, my son.
Stabbed with a sharp sword at the altar, she let her darkening eyesight fail. When she had cried out in sorrow for the glorious fate of her other brother, who died some time ago, and then again for Haman, and then again with her last breath, she called out evil things against you, the killer of your sons.
My heart with a double-bladed sword. How miserable I am. How full of misery and pain that I feel.
By this girl who lies dead, you stand charged with the deaths of both of your sons.
What about her? How did she die so violently?
She killed herself. With her own hand, she stabbed her belly when she had heard of her brother's unhappy fate.
Alas for me, the guilt for all of this is mine. It can never be removed from me or passed to any other mortal man, and I alone, I murdered you. I speak the truth. Servants, hurry and lead me off. Get me away from here. For now, what I am in life is nothing.
What you advise is good, if good can come with all these evils. If we face such things, the less we say, the better.
Let that day come. Oh, let it come. The fairest of all destinies for me. The one which brings on my last day. Oh, let it come, so that I never see another dawn.
That is something for the times ahead. Now we need to deal with what confronts us here. What's yet to come is the concern of those whose task it is to deal with it.
Well, in that prayer, I included everything I most desire.
Pray for nothing. There's no release for mortal human beings, not from the events which destiny has set.
Then take this foolish man away from here. I killed you, my son, without intending to. And you as well, my daughter. How unless I am now? I don't know where to look to find support. Everything I touch goes wrong. And on my head, fate climbs up with its overwhelming load.
The most important part of true success is wisdom, not to act impiously towards the gods, for boasts of arrogant men bring on great blows of punishment. So in old age, men can discover wisdom.